Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. Today I'm bringing you a video specifically on goals. Throughout the week I was thinking about what I really want to say, and many of the clips were throughout the week. This last bike ride was actually on the day-to-day. When I'm on bike rides I feel absolutely amazing, and my mind's really just flowing. I'm at a high vibration, a high level of feeling, and that's where that same level of thinking, the same ideas, all those things that feel good come to you. So this clip that I brought you today is of a very powerful analogy relating what goals are and how you get involved with goals, and I bring that to you in this clip. I know that my mind works best and I relate things with analogies, so I decided to bring that to you, and I hope you see it and it helps you the same. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more like these powerful videos for yourself and your own mindset, and enjoy the video.
All right, everybody. We are 2 hours 48 in, 18 miles. We're crushing it, baby. And the last stretch home. We're almost back. And yeah, destroying it, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm starting this hill at an 850 mile pace. You might say, why would you ever want to do that? This is what goals will get you through. Any up, any down, any obstacle, because there are no obstacles. When you have a dream and you turn it into a goal and you action it every day.
Hey everyone, a goal is something that's going to get you out of your bed when you don't want to, and have you doing the things that at first you might not necessarily want to do in order to achieve it. That's how big the goal should be. That is what really constitutes a goal, is the growth, is knowing that, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I know that I'm just starting. And you're never really going to know how to get there, but as you continue to grow and as you continue to go, better and greater ideas for how to serve others, because when you create and you serve others, you're going to continually move closer to your goal, because of the law of cause and effect. Whatever you put out is what comes back. So as you continue to serve people towards your goal, you're going to continue to move closer to your goal. And as you persist every day and you're consistent and accountable, persistent, you will get to your goal, because it is a fact. It's already done. And you just stick with it and never quit, never stop, and you will reach it, because you already have reached it. So I'll tell you, the goal, and as you set a worthy goal, as you set the goal that is worthy of you and your time, you are going to be a different person in the way that is good, in the way that is the way that you want it to be. It's the change that you have always been looking for, but you never quite knew how to get, or you never quite understood how the people that are doing what they're doing, and the top performers, how do they do that? How are they so confident? What are they doing that is how they are where they are? Well, I'll tell you, that comes from having a goal that is so big that's going to stretch you to go to places you've never been. And to be that role, to fill that role, you're going to need to have a self-image, how you view yourself in a new role, in a place that you've never been. And that's going to require work day in, day out. That's going to require you to do things that you have never quite done before, or never actually done ever before. So start to assume the new role of your goal, which means acting as if right now, because your subconscious mind, as I've stated previously, doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not.
Because if you were to imagine that a situation is the way it is, and you were to get emotionally involved with it, and then you were to actually go up to the person and see that that's not actually the truth, well, that's how everything works. Because you assumed that it was real, and you impressed it upon your subconscious mind by getting involved with it emotionally. So you accepted it. You accepted the idea as real, even though it actually had no validity to be real. There was no reason for it to say that it's real at all. And it's not real. And you still accepted it as real. That's how all things work with the subconscious mind. You impress what you want on the subconscious mind, and you get involved with what you want, and you act as if it is real right now because it already is real. And you get emotionally involved with it day in and day out. And as you get emotionally involved with it, just like if you were to get emotionally involved with your pet, you weren't emotionally involved with them when you first got them. Yeah, they're cute, but it's not the way that you love them now. That's the same way as a goal and a dream. Get involved with it. What is it that you're falling in love with? What is it that you're getting obsessed with? What is it that you are putting your time and effort towards? Because if it's things that you don't want, whatever you're thinking about most of the time throughout the day is what you're gonna get. 51% of the time, if you're thinking about things that you don't want, 70% of the time you're thinking about things you don't want, or is it 50, 70% of things you do want? Whatever dominates your mind, well, not dominates your mind because you are the one that's in control of it, but whatever is on your mind most of the time is what you're gonna get, is what's gonna show up. Because if you weren't thinking about having a dog, and all that you're thinking about is getting a cat, 90% of the time, 10% of the time you might be thinking about, oh, I want to go get ice cream. And 90% of the day you're thinking about how much you want that cat for months. You're gonna be obsessed with the cat. You're gonna be obsessed with having a cat. To the point where it's gonna be inevitable that you're either going to get a cat or you're gonna decide that that's it and you're done and you're cutting off that idea. As you go along that, you're gonna be looking up cats. You're gonna be thinking about cats. You're gonna be talking to people that enjoy cats to a way that you were never actually talking about cats that much with other people. You were never around people that were cat people. But as you thought about it more, and as you got involved with it and you thought about it and got obsessed with this cat, you started to see that, wow, a lot of people that I'm around actually like cats. I didn't really realize. That's because you were thinking about it and you started to attract people and the energy and the things that are in line with the cat. So that's what you started to get. People that talked about cats. Things showed up that were about cats. Cats showed up. Well, guess what? That's how everything else works. That's how all things that are in line with your goal, and that's how all things that are your goal works. So get obsessed with it. Become involved with it every day. And the thing that you feel is your fantasy, just like anything that you create in your mind, well, guess what? It's going to be real because it is real. And that's how it works. You think about it, you think about it, you think about it. And eventually, at first, the thing like, oh, well, I could get a cat, but, it really doesn't, whatever. It's not too real right now. I don't know if I can afford it, whatever. I don't know if I have the space. You get up tomorrow and you're like, maybe I could get a cat. And then you think about it again. And then the next day you get up again, you're like, wow, this is really starting to seem real. I kind of want a cat. And then a month later, you're fully a cat person. Even though you don't have the cat, you're fully a cat person. You're involved. You've already bought everything for the cat. That's how it works. You've already assumed that you have the cat even though it's not there. And then eventually you buy the cat, you know how to feed it, you know what to do, you know how to groom it, you know how to take the litter box, because you've become obsessed with it. You've looked it up every day, you've talked to people, and everyone starts to gradually talk about cats, and you know what to do with the cat, you know how to feed them, you know what to do with their litter box. You already have the house prepared for the cat, everything. That's the way the goal works. The thing that turned into from a fantasy at first, you keep getting involved with it and obsessed with it because it's what you friggin' want. It is what you want so bad. And you get involved with it and you see it every day and you want it and you want it and you want it. And at first, you know, it was just a fantasy. It was just like the cat. Probably could happen. I'm not really quite sure, but probably. The next day you get up, I'm focusing on my goal. I'm focusing on this fantasy that I want, that really pulls me, that makes me feel so good. That makes me feel so good. I want it so bad. You know what? This could actually be kind of true. And then as you continue to get involved with it and you think about it more and more and more and more, the more real it starts to be because you're actually thinking about it, talking about it. You're starting to see that people around you talk about it because they are attracted to you because that's all you think about. Because if you weren't thinking about it, why would it show up in your life? Or you wouldn't even be aware that it's showing up because you're not giving any energy to it. You're not thinking about it at all. So why would it be a thing? It wouldn't. The ideas and thoughts that are coming to you are for you for a reason. They're there for you. They're showing up for you. Because if you weren't thinking about them, they wouldn't be meant for you. So as you do that, and as just like the cat analogy, you got so obsessed with it, all you kept thinking about was cats, and then eventually it started to take over you. You would just go to the computer daily. You'd be looking up cats, what kind of cats I want. You wouldn't even think about it because you've entertained it so much that it's become fixed there. That want, that fantasy of having the cat. You've never owned cats. No one's ever owned cats. You've owned horses. And, you know, everyone's like, what the hell? You're gonna get a cat? We have horses. We're horse people. But you're so obsessed with it, no matter what anyone else said. And you looked it up every day. And then eventually, one day, you just got up and you didn't have to get yourself to the computer. You went to the computer because you were excited. You were looking forward to it. You were so excited for seeing the cats. That's how the goal works. It might be something that no one has ever done in your family. It might be something that you've never even seen anyone do ever. And people are gonna say, well, we don't do that. What do you think? Who do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? And that's simply because they have never experienced it. The quote, do just once what others say you cannot do and you will never pay attention to their limitations again. That is so true. It takes sticking with it, no matter what. Sticking with it, no matter what. Sticking with it, no matter what. And eventually that idea, just like the cat, starts to take a hold of you. And it's not something that you have to think about and entice anymore. You're thinking about it all the time because you love it and you're freaking obsessed with it. It's not something that you have to go to the computer consciously because it's starting to take on its power of its own. And it's starting to become one. It is one with you. And you don't even have to think about going to the computer. You want to go. You want to get up. You want to go for the bike. You want to go look up cats. And it's natural. And that's how it works. And eventually, inevitably, the cat is going to come into your life and it's just going to be like anything else. You're not going to think about it because it is you. And then that is your new place where you stay, the new bondage, so to speak. That is the new place where that is your programming. Because before you were horse people, you were a horse person, you had no knowledge about cats, but you went so far into your comfort zone, no matter what anyone else said, because you wanted it so much that you now have a cat. That you can't go back to the old way that you were. Yes, you can enjoy horses, but you will never go back to where you were previously before you own the cat. And obviously that's a different example. Yes, because your awareness can expand. As you go for something that's so far out of your comfort zone, you're gonna grow and you can never return back to where you were before you achieve that level of awareness. Any fantasy turns into fact in reality, just like anything else that you get obsessed with. Just like any game or toy or new thing that you want or anything. And you know, we've been taught, okay, well, go for things within your reach. You get obsessed with things that are in your reach all the time. Whether they come quickly or not is the difference. I mean, not the difference, but they can come quickly. They can come in a little bit of time, not too much time. It really does, that's the thing. We've been taught to go for things that we know how to do, and that we think we can do. And those are not the things that are going to make you grow. And those are not the things that we necessarily want to go for. Those are the things we've been programmed to think that we have to go for, because that's all that we can achieve. Because there's a law of gender. It is what you plant, the seed that you plant. You continue to water it every single day, it's going to come true. Because as you water that seed, all things take time. It's going to come up. It has to come up. You can't see the roots that you're planting, which is going there every day. Going there every day. And eventually you'll start to see and feel the roots planted as it starts to take root from going there every day. You just have to have faith, because that's how it works. You get involved with it. You're not thinking about, oh man, I don't know if I can get this cat. I don't know if I'm doing enough. No, you just think about the cat. That's all you do. You just think about the cat over and over and over. And you're not thinking about, oh, am I not going to be able to take care of it enough? No, you just go to the computer and you look up ways to take care of the cat. The end, plain and simple. That's how we've just been programmed, that, you know, things that take time. And, you know, if we're not getting it right away, well, we can't get it. No, that's not how it works. Things that take time, law of gender, things take time. As you think about it, another law, first transmutation of energy. What you think about eventually comes true, because your mind and your body are one. They cannot be separated. So whatever you think about must move through your body. Must. Because all things start in the mind. So, as you focus on it, it has to come true. 150,000% comes true. Must. As you focus on it and stay with it. That's a fact. It is a fact. And as I said, again, we've been taught and programmed that, you know, give up on it because, you know, it's just not coming true. It's not meant to work. No. These fantasies and these things that are not what we think we can do, not what we know how to do, are going to take time. Because we've always been taught to go for what we know. Because it's there. We can see it. Okay, sure. The things that you can't see, the things that are fantasies, those are what you have to, you don't have to do anything, but those are the things that you're going to want to go for, because that's what's going to make you grow as a person. And those are the things that you're not going to see. You're not going to know when or how it's going to happen. But as you get involved with it, I can guarantee you with 100% certainty, and you stick with it, that just like getting involved with the cat, you're eventually going to receive it. You don't know when, you don't know how, but as you become one with it, and as you get obsessed with it, just like the cat, that will be and is your reality. Because not only just like the cat, that you had everything in place, you had all things ready for the cat before it even came. You had all the food, you knew how to groom it, you knew how to take it, you already had the vet set up, you had everything. All things, every single thing ready for the cat. You didn't even have the cat yet. But you were so obsessed with the idea that it was a done deal. No matter what happened, you knew that you had this cat. That's the goal. That's the same way. You're so prepared, you're so ready because you thought about it. You keep getting obsessed with it. You take your action steps every day. What am I doing to make this move into my life? To move this closer to me, just like the cat. You might not be aware that you're taking action steps, but you are. Your goal is the cat, and you're taking action steps towards it to bring it into your life and to bring you towards it. That's the same way with goals, and you never give up. Every day, what am I taking action towards it? Because it is reality. And you don't know how, you don't know when, but eventually the one day, you have your goal set, and you know the date that it's going to happen. And you expect that, and that's it, expectation. If it doesn't happen on that date, if it does, okay, that's fine. If it doesn't, it wasn't meant to be for that day. We're not that smart to know when something's going to come. We know that it is going to come, and that's inevitable. There is no way around it. That it is going to happen. When is not up to us. That's not up to us to figure out. We have the date. We know when this is when I want it to happen. This is when I expect it to happen. But if it doesn't happen, there's a greater plan. There's something better that's supposed to happen for us. And that goes along with, you know, we're always taught that, oh, I need to know when. Well, that's where we've been fooled, and we've been duped a little bit, because we don't need to know anything. Well, we don't need to know when. We don't need to know that. That's not up to us. That's up to the higher power. That's up to God, the universe, whatever you call it. Whatever you attribute that to. We're up to the cause. The effects take care of themselves. We put the cause in every day, which is action, which is thinking about what I want. And the effects take care of themselves, which are the results. So focus on the cause. Focus on putting in the work, thinking about it, putting your energy towards it. Just like the cat, focus on what you want, how you, like, all the different things that are gonna be a part of the cat and having the cat. And just keep focusing on it, because you don't know when the cat's gonna come, you just know that you're getting a cat. Just like the goal. You can have a date for when you want the cat, but guess what? Something came up that, I can't get the cat on this day. Maybe something came up. You're not discouraged. It's not that, oh, I'm never gonna get the cat. I had the date that I was gonna have the cat, and if something happens, well, guess what? Something happened. It wasn't meant to happen that day. You know that the cat is still yours, and now you want it even more. So you go get it even more. That's how it works. So focus on what you want. Stay at it every single day. Persist, form your want, and you will never look back. And there's no reason to look back. I'll see you soon. Love you. Thank you for watching. I love you all. You all are amazing. Have an amazing day after this beautiful long weekend. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing week.